Hey everybody, Mah-Dry-Bread here, and I've got good news, as you can probably tell from the title of the video that I haven't come up with yet. I just signed a lease. So, Fatima and I, my fiance and I, we're getting an apartment. Well, technically we're renting an apartment now, because I believe everything's being finalized. We get the keys in about a week. So yeah, I thought I would just talk about that, because I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot of questions, because I haven't said anything online yet at the time of this video going up. A few days ago, we signed a lease, because we visited an apartment a while ago, and then, well, Fatima visited an apartment a while ago. She really liked it, so I came and saw it with her, and we really liked it, and we've been saving up money for a year now. Well, we've been saving money for a few years now, but I've been saving hardcore for the last year since I moved here, because although I was making less money here, I was also having to pay less money here, which did help, because I think it kind of evened out. My income has gone up near the end of living here because of Tad. So I had a bit of money saved up. She had a good chunk of money saved up because we've been careful with our spending. And we were able to pay first and last and sign a lease at this place. So I'm trying to think of all the questions that you guys might be wondering. First of all, of course, you're probably going to be wondering, when am I going to be moved in there? Well, today is, let me check, the 16th of April, 2016. So we're getting the keys either on the next Friday or the next Saturday, so in 6 or 7 days we get the keys to the place. Just because they need to finalize their paperwork, and then, you know, the superintendent's got a full-time job, Fatima's got a full-time job, and she's gonna be the one driving over there to get the keys, so it's just whenever their schedules match up, really. After we have the keys to the place, let's just assume it's next Saturday. So let's say on the 23rd of April, 2016, we have the keys. After we have the keys, we gotta start, well, we're gonna plan ahead of time, but we're gonna figure out when the movers can go to her place and get her stuff, because I've got very little to move. We're just gonna move my stuff in her car. She actually needs a mover for moving some of her stuff, because she's taking a bit of furniture. Like, the desk I'm gonna be using for recording, she's got this big desk that I'm gonna use, because it's way bigger than my tiny desk, and I'll be able to fit more monitors on here. And believe me, having a third monitor would be really useful for my mess of a show. So, yeah, got a plan with the movers and stuff. I bet you anything that she can get her stuff moved in probably 7 days or less from the 23rd. So before the 30th. And the second she's got her stuff moved in, during that week, hopefully we'll be able to get a bed moved in there too, because we gotta buy a new bed, which is gonna be expensive. After she has her stuff moved in, we're gonna call the Rogers guy and get internet set up at the place, and I'm gonna move my stuff in probably the same day the internet gets set up, because, you know, I'm gonna have to live here when there isn't internet at the other apartment set up yet, considering I gotta, you know, internet's kind of my job, so I need to always be around to email and upload and stuff like that. As soon as the internet's in there, though, I'm going to move my stuff over there. That'll just take one day. I've got very little to move over, 1 or 2 car trips over. It's going to be in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And, yeah. So, I think there's a good shot that we'll be moved in, around the very end of April to the first week of May. Last week of April, first week of May is probably when I'll be moved in. Not, you know, fully used to the place yet or anything, and this is not going to mean it's fully ready to record yet, because second thing I want to talk about, it's totally empty. Like, there's no furniture or anything in there right now. There's just, you know, fridge, stuff like that. But there's no furniture in there right now, so it echoes like crazy. Which is normal. It's empty rooms. So, it's a 2-bedroom apartment, and one bedroom is going to be my recording studio. So, in the recording studio bedroom, which is like the smaller, well, they're about the same size, but it's got a smaller closet in that bedroom, so we're going to need it less. All we have right now to put in there is a desk, my computers, my monitors, that stuff. And then I've got like a few boxes of stuff, so I don't really have much to put in that room to dampen the sound, so it's going to echo like crazy. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to take care of that. I think the short-term fix is probably going to be just throw some blankets around the room, put some on the floor, tape a few up onto the walls, just to dampen the sound. Is gonna look dumb, but as long as it doesn't echo and sounds good, then that's pretty much what matters in the beginning. Later on, I'm sure we'll get some picture frames or something to put on the walls, you know. Put down a little rug or something to help dampen the sound. I would get sound foam, but it's an apartment, and it would probably get stuck to the walls, and that would be a pain in the ass to remove whenever the day comes that we leave the apartment, so I'm probably not gonna bother. You know what I might get? I might get one of those privacy screen things, you know, like a kind of cubicle wall looking thing that folds up. I'll get one of those and put some sound foam on that, because that way I don't have to put it on the wall, so it's not inconvenient to remove one day, and I can just set it up and put it away whenever I need it. That'd be useful. I might do that, actually. I'll have to look at the price of privacy screens and sound foam. I don't think sound foam is very expensive. Privacy screens, I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna be moved in within 20 to 30 days, I would say. Probably less than 30. Money stuff. So you guys, longer time viewers who've been following me for a longer time, that was redundant, know that money's always been a big problem. Well, my income has gone up substantially because of you guys helping me on TAD. Again, for anyone who doesn't know TAD, if this is your first time watching one of my vlogs, it's a phone application for Android phones and iPhones. It's an application where you can watch advertisements for like YouTubers that have signed up for it. I'm on there. And the advertisements there are worth like 40 times more to like 90 times more than YouTube ads. It'll say like every ad you watch, it'll say like TAD points on the bottom. The number is how many times more it's worth than a YouTube ad, basically, because every TAD point is worth roughly one YouTube view. So, you know, you spend 30 seconds watching one of those ads, and you might as well have watched more than a month's worth of my videos. So, yeah, you guys have more than doubled my income by using TAD. My TAD points have been dropping off, but I also haven't been able to record much recently, so I haven't been able to remind people very much recently, so that's kind of normal. Once I'm back to working full-time at the apartment, I get the feeling that the income is going to very quickly start to go up, and things are going to get a lot smoother. That said, though, in the beginning, money is going to be incredibly tight. More tight than it was here, because now we have more costs. I'll be working more, but there are going to be more costs involved. So it's going to be pretty rough in the beginning. We have a good amount of money saved up. We made sure that, like, before we sign a place, we have a good amount of savings that we're not touching, that it's just, if shit goes down, we're able to pay rent and pay for food and internet and that stuff. We made sure that we have, like, we could make $0 for, like, 3 months and probably be okay before things get dire. That said, that's if we buy, like, no furniture, except for, like, maybe a bed, maybe even sleep on sleeping bags. Like, that's if we go bare minimum. So, money is going to be really tight. We'd like to not have to dip into the savings. From what we've calculated, if everything stays as it is right now, she's got a really stable job. My income has been pretty relatively stable for the last few months. If everything stays exactly as it is right now, we're making a profit. It's not much of a profit, but no trouble paying rent, don't have to dip into savings, we can pay for our food and our groceries and all of our stuff like that. It's mostly furnishing that's going to be a pain. It's going to be a really bare apartment for a while. I'd love to show you guys around with like a little cell phone tour thing whenever we move in there. Not really going to be much to see because it's, you know, just a little 2-bedroom apartment. And don't have furniture, but if you want to see it, I'll show you it. Just let me know in the comments section if you want a little house tour once we move in. So money's gonna be tight. So if you were thinking of donating on Patreon, maybe you wanted to like get in the Minecraft community server, or you I don't know, want me to send you scripts of whenever I do like a game review, because I want to get back to doing game reviews. It's just I haven't been able to living here. Yeah, if you guys want any of that stuff, then check out my Patreon, link in the description. You can donate on Patreon. Now's the best time to do it, is to pledge on Patreon. Use TAD if you were thinking about downloading TAD on your phone or your tablet or something. Now's a great time to do it. Also link to that in the description, where you can just put in your number and it'll text to you a URL that'll both download it and take you straight to my thing, because there's not a search engine in TAD yet. The next update they've been working on, they told me, has a lot of stuff people have been asking for. It's going to have like a search engine. It's going to record how many TAD points you've generated and show that number to you. They even want to add leaderboards so you can compete against other viewers of my show to see who can generate the most TAD points. You know, fun little things like that, and things to make it more convenient. It's been taking a while to develop, but then again, it's a very small team of people working on it. I think it might even be one guy. Like, it's a very new application. But Kit, the creator of TAD, is a super cool guy, and he called all of you awesome, because you guys give him so much feedback. And he really appreciates that. He told me, like, forward all the feedback they give to him, because he wants every idea he can to make it as good as possible. Which is, once again, why Kit is awesome. So, yeah, you know roughly when I'm moving in. You know that it's going to be a little bit hard for me to record and do stuff early because of the echo. And the echo is really bad. So before anyone says, I don't mind a little echo, we'll see how it is after I move my desk and my computer in there and stuff, but it's probably going to be real bad. You'll probably, sure as hell, hear it when I do the phone house tour thing, how fucking bad the echo is. So I'm going to have to take care of the echo. Actually, whenever I put curtains up over the window in there, that'll probably help substantially. Also, speaking of windows, you know how it looks like the sun is going supernova behind me? Yeah, there's not going to be a window behind my webcam anymore, because, you know, I don't really have a choice here. It's a glass wall. In the room I'm going to be recording in, there's one just normal-sized window. I can put up curtains, and even if I don't put up curtains, the webcam is not going to be facing the window. It's probably going to be facing a flat wall with me in front of it, which looks way fucking better than this. So, pumped for that. Oh god, it's nice finally knowing that, like, progress is being made after such a long failed apartment hunt. We'll find a place, it's kind of good, and then, like, the fucking superintendent is a scumlord. Or we find one, and it's perfect, but the price is really bad. Or we find one is perfect, and they tell us the price is gonna get really bad because they're raising it soon. Or we find one and we can totally afford it, and it's garbage. That happened a lot. Or we found a few that were perfect, and they're like, yeah, just like pay us tomorrow or something. And then like we call up the next day and we're like, hey, we got the money. When can we set up an appointment? They're like, oh, we sold it to someone else. God damn it. I can't really blame them, but you know, it's shit luck for us. So we finally found one. The price is quite reasonable, I think. It's, well, it's expensive for us, of course, because we're not super high income, but it's low enough that we can handle it. It's $1,600 a month. It includes hydro and heating and that stuff. It actually includes a parking space too, which is nice. You usually have to pay extra for that. Not that you have to pay much extra for that at most apartments, but you know, it's nice to have that included. So $1,600 a month. Keep in mind, this is Canada. Canadian dollars are worth less, and I get paid American, which is good because that translates well. Although it's also worth pointing out that because Canadian money is not worth as much, and we have to import a lot of our goods here in Canada to sell them locally, that means the prices go up locally. So, you know, our money doesn't tend to get us as much local goods, which is once again why it's nice that I get paid American, because the amount that it translates over to more than overrides tax, which is nice. Like, sales tax I don't even calculate anymore because I get like 30% more money just by translating it to Canadian, and that's higher than our sales tax. So that's really nice. That said, it's gonna be pretty tight for a while. So if you're gonna use Patreon or TAD, if you're gonna start using it, now's the time to use it. If you already use TAD, use it more if you want to. There is a limit to how much it'll actually help. Like, I think that Kit said, like, if you watch over like an hour of advertising video, it just silently stops tallying up the points, because at that point, like, it would look bad to advertisers. Because the thing is, like, if advertisers thought that people weren't actually watching the ads, that they were just clicking them and then not paying attention, they would stop buying ad space on TAD, which means that TAD advertisements would be devalued, which means all the YouTubers get fucked over, because you're supposed to actually watch the advertisements, you know? That's why they actually take such good care to put really good quality advertisements on there. Like, it's not TV quality ads on there. Like, it's really high quality ads even by, like, internet standards, where sometimes you tend to see better ads on the internet than you do on TV. TAD has the highest quality ads I've ever seen in my life. Like, I've actually seen products on TAD that I've actually checked out and were interesting, because they actually, like, put serious thought into what they allow on there. And they let you vote on whether you liked ads or not, so they know in the future, like, hey, let's have less of this and more of this, you know? So, it's worth checking out. And yes, I have Miitomo. People have been asking if I have Miitomo. Totally unrelated to the rest of this video, but yeah, I've got Miitomo. I've been playing around with it a little bit every night, like, 15 minutes every night. It's kind of fun. I'm not really big into phone application game things like that, but yeah, it's kind of fun. I'll probably keep up with it, 10 minutes a day kind of thing. I think I just have it hooked up to my Twitter right now. Not entirely sure how that works, but I got a bunch of people on it through that I know, so sweet. Although my answers on it are very dry. I should get back to... Oh god, now I'm gonna get shitty faux pun jokes in the comment section. I should get back to talking about the apartment. I talked about the money. I should have written this shit down, but it's so last minute, like I just got this little window of opportunity to record. Moving in soon. Money's gonna be really tight, but we'll probably be okay. Talked about Patreon and TAD. You probably want to know, like, what am I going to do once I'm settled into the place? Like, let's say, fast forward a month. Say I have the echo problem taken care of. I'm fully moved in and comfortable. What's going to happen with my channel? I don't know how I didn't open with that. At least talk about that in the first few minutes. Like, how long have I been going? 18 minutes. All right, I was hoping for 10 minutes. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I guess I can split this into two things. What's happening with Hitbox and what's happening with YouTube. Because as you know, if you've been watching my channel, the vast majority of my content for the last almost full year now has been recordings of streams cut up into 20-minute chunks, sometimes 30-minute chunks. And I'm not thrilled about that just because it's lower quality content than I'd normally do. I love doing the streams, but I don't know, it feels cheap to just re-upload the stream footage in such small chunks and have that go over such a long amount of time, Like, I don't know, the people who watch it live, what does that give them to do? Like, I miss the days when I would do a stream and then I would record the entire, or I would upload the entire stream in one day. Was it a 3-hour stream? I'll make it into 3 1-hour chunks, upload it all in one day, and if you want to watch it, it's there to watch. It's up to you. I miss doing that. I don't know exactly what I want to do. Like, here's the thing. I want to get back to doing about 3 streams a week. Not counting Pass Controller Please, the charity stream. So 4 if we're counting that. I want to get back to doing 3 streams a week on my own Hitbox channel, link in the description, because that's really fun. I really like streaming. I had a lot of fun streaming this year and talking to you guys, even in this terrible housing situation. So I want to keep doing that, and there are definitely some playthroughs that I want to have exclusive to streams. Like, I want to replay all the Hitman games soon. I've been replaying them, and I've been having a lot of fun replaying all the Hitman games, and I'm like, why aren't I doing this on the channel? So I just beat the first Hitman game last night. I haven't beaten that game in like 10 years. I just beat that game last night, and sometime when I'm set up at the new place, I want to do a stream through of that game. I'm playing through Silent Assassin right now, the second one. After I beat that, I'm going to do a playthrough of that. I beat Blood Money in just like 5 or 6 hours a few days before that, because I just felt like playing Blood Money again, because I've beaten that game dozens of times in my life. I love Hitman Blood Money. So one day I'm going to do a stream where I just beat Blood Money in one sitting, because I've played so much Blood Money that I kind of know all the tricks. So yeah, I want to go through and rebeat all the Hitman games. How many Hitman games are there now? Like 5? No, 6? Well, kind of 6. I think the new one that just came out called just Hitman, which is a terrible name. So confusing. I think that one might be the 6th game, but like 3 missions are out or something. I don't have that. Like, whenever the day comes that I beat Absolution, well, I've beaten Absolution before, but whenever the day comes that I do the full stream through of Absolution, then I'll probably buy the new Hitman game after that, because I kind of want to do it in order. Have the big lead up, and, you know, do it on the channel, so everyone watching my channel, you know, if you're not familiar with the Hitman series, then you can know the entire story leading up to it. So that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, like, stuff like that, that's going to stay stream. I want to have a day a week where I just play, like, a really long-running series and kind of a casual game. Like, I want to do, like, one of the Elder Scrolls games. Maybe I'll do multiple Elder Scrolls games. Let's do long casual streams of that. Make that, like, a weekly scheduled thing. I do. Upload the whole thing in big chunks to YouTube, so you can just... If you want to have some background noise relax time, you can put that on YouTube, or you can join in the stream live and have some fun goofing off with me. I also want to get back to doing post-recorded stuff a lot more often, you know, like Flash Trash, you know, like the playthroughs I used to do in general, you know, where I don't have the face cam in the chat, it's just me recording normally with the higher audio quality. The audio quality you're hearing right now is a little bit better than what you hear on the stream, because the stream is live processed audio, which is not as good. I can play around with it a lot more here. You're not hearing any little audio glitches or oddities like that, and it's a lot easier on the computer. Because I don't need to do these effects live. Live, it just sounds pretty good. And then I go through in my audio editing, clean up the audio, get rid of white noise, make it sound crisper, you know? And then you can hear me better, and that's awesome. So, yeah, as for, like, the YouTube channel, again, I want to do more recorded stuff instead of just, like, live stuff that has been recorded that way. I want to do more post-record stuff. I want to do more Flash Trash, because Brandon's about to finish college. He's going to finish college, and he might be a police officer soon. But, you know, for a while, he's going to just, I believe he's going back to live back in Burlington for a while. And probably go back to work at Tim Hortons or something. But for a little while, he's going to be free to record a lot, which is why he's been doing so much stuff over on Brandon's YouTube channel. I'll have had, like, a link fly on screen or something. Will I remember? I don't remember if I planned to edit this one fully. Fuck it, I'll watch through and edit this thing fully. Usually I don't do that with the vlogs, but I feel like it. Yeah, he's been doing a shit ton of YouTube videos recently, and you need to start going to Brandon's weekly streams. He does a stream every Saturday or Sunday, depending on the week. Sometimes it gets moved around a little. Follow him on Twitter to know for sure. I've been joining him in with him on streams. Oh man, they've been really fun. In fact, I've been working on some highlight videos from his streams, because they're really good. So, he streams over on Hitbox as well. Anyway, I keep going off topic and rambling. I want to do more Flash Trash, because I'm going to be free more, and Brandon's going to be free more, so we can start really making more Flash Trashes. Like, hopefully make it a weekly show again, because Flash Trash is awesome. I want to get back to doing some more creepypasta readings. Maybe not every week, but, you know, I want to make it a more regular thing again, because there are a lot of fan-made stories I have in, like, a list in a folder on my computer that I've never gotten around to. So I want to do some of those, and that's going to be fun. And want to do more reviews, because you guys have seen that I made a review channel like a really long time ago. and I just have had it in the like other channels section, my review channel that has nothing on it, and it's already got like over 100 subscribers. Because I have like 4 reviews on my channel of like game reviews, and I'm really happy with how they turned out, and they were surprisingly easy to write, so I've been writing more and making more. Like, I have had one rendered and made for like 5 months now that's Age of Empires 3 review, and I've just been sitting on it because like I want that to go up after I already have a few other reviews done and on the other channel, because that review, at the end of it, I plug my review channel. And what I want is for the Age of Empires 3 one to be the last one on my main channel, and that will direct you to the new channel where I'll have reviews of other games. But I need to finish those reviews first, which I haven't been able to do because, you know, living here makes that very difficult. So I've got to write a few more reviews. I'm working on a Tropico 5 review, but I've been working on it forever now because I never got around to playing the multiplayer in it, and I want to do the multiplayer so I can give a full review of the game. And I've done a full Let's Play of that game too if you want to go watch it whenever fucking TuneCore or whoever isn't false ID claiming it. So, yeah. Want to do more reviews, more flash trash, more creepypasta readings, more post-recorded stuff. The stream stuff is going to come out just as much as before. It's just going to be in much larger chunks. There's likely not going to be many days where it's just a streamed thing uploading. So more high-quality content and more content in general is basically what I'm saying. And more streams. So basically you're getting more of everything that you probably want. Because there's going to be more streams, more uploads of streams, more post-recorded, more special side shows, everything. You're getting more of everything, more vlogs. Yeah. I'm going to be on PTCP way more. Pass Controller Please, our weekly charity stream, every 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Every Friday, 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So, I'm going to be on that a lot more. I'm not always going to be on it. There are going to be weeks when I'm probably going to be too busy with something else, but I'm going to try and be on it pretty often, because I miss doing that. There was probably like an entire 2 years where I hosted it nearly every single time. Like, I used to be the main guy on PTCP. And now, despite technically owning it, kind of, it's like a laissez-faire governing sort of thing we do, you know? Like, a few of us know the password to the channel, a bunch of us have the stream key, and we all just work on the honor system. It's never fucked up. So, we all just pool our ideas for, hey, what do you want to play? Hey, who's free to play this week? Hey, who wants to host this week? And the answer is almost always, me and What a Geek are free, except for I can't do a call because I live here. What a Geek will host, and What a Geek and Guy are also free. That's pretty much always what it ends up being. Every once in a while, Fury will be free, and she'll join in with like a 3DS game or something. She's got a capture card for that, and she'll host it. Or Doug and Lydia will be free. Sometimes Brandon jumps in. But anyway, I want to revamp my website, Mah-Dry-Bread.com sometime, but I have no idea what to do and how to do that. And I actually had this person message me quite a long time ago who wanted to do some pixel art for the show and wanted to like help with the website design, and that was really awesome. But I think she got sidetracked with like real life stuff, or real life stuff. I guess this is real life, you know, personal life stuff is what I mean to say. Because I haven't heard from her in a long while. You know what? I should send her an email right after this just to make sure everything's all right. That's what I'm just gonna. There. I just started to draft an email there. I just like hit new and then start typing in her email address just so that when I finish this, I'll remember that I was going to email her. Because I haven't talked to her in forever now. I think that's all I really need to talk about. I've rambled a lot in this. I have high hopes for stuff coming with the channel soon. Hopefully my income will go up because my YouTube income has fucking plummeted over the last year. So the last thing I want to say, I guess, is that it's April 16th? April? Yeah, April. It's April 16th. April 20th, 2015 was the day I lost my house and had to move. So I'm at the day that this is being recorded and uploaded. It's 4 days away from a year of living in this room. And again, room. It's a one-room apartment. 1 room and a bathroom. It sucks. It's hard living in 1 room with your mother, but she's out right now. Yeah. It's been a turbulent time living in this 1 room for so long. Literally rationing food. Saving as much money as I could. It's been a really hard time, but you guys have been really supportive of me through it, and I really appreciate that. Patreon donations definitely dropped off and everything, and YouTube views dropped off, and YouTube pay dropped off. A lot of things dropped off since I moved here, because I just wasn't putting out as much content, because I couldn't. And it's not as good of quality, because I couldn't. And a lot of people did give up on the channel during that time. I don't know if you've noticed, but my daily views haven't gone down substantially. It's almost the same, because I mostly get a lot of views on a few old videos that are very popular and get searched often. But if you look at my videos that come out daily, some of them don't even break 200 views in the first 2 days. Sometimes they take a full week just to do that. And again, 200 views, that's like that's like 20 cents? Something like that. That's rough. Mostly get my YouTube money over time on other things. Like, I get paid more than double on Patreon now than what I get paid on YouTube. That's how bad YouTube pay is right now. Which is why it's so important that you guys use Patreon and TAD, because that's where almost all of my money comes from, is Patreon, TAD, and individual donations. And I get a bit from Hitbox too, which definitely helps. But yeah. Without your guys' support, I don't know where the hell I'd be right now. Definitely wouldn't be getting an apartment right now if not for you guys helping me on Patreon, TAD, and individual donations. And helping by even just watching the show and showing it to your friends and stuff. I definitely wouldn't be getting an apartment right now. In fact, without that, I definitely wouldn't be getting an apartment ever. Because this is how I make my living. Yeah. I just want to say, I know I've said it 1,000 times, but I really appreciate it, because it's like, I'm just some disabled guy making stupid comedic videos in his room in Canada. Like, if you guys didn't find this entertaining, I don't know what the fuck I'd do, because I tried to search for jobs for years, and nothing. It's hard enough to get a job when you aren't disabled. When you are disabled, that makes it a lot harder. This is one of the few things I really can do, and luckily it's something that I absolutely love doing, and apparently quite a few of you love watching me, judging by the messages I get every day, and the donations, and the TAD stuff, and seeing your names pop up in the streams every single week, and stuff like that. I can tell that you guys really like the show, and I appreciate that. Yeah, so going forward, there's gonna be a lot more stuff. Money's gonna be real tight. And I don't know exactly how soon things are going to really pick up. Things are going to go a little bit quiet. I'm probably not going to stop doing a video a day, because I think I have enough saved up to work through the move just fine. And I'll probably have a few more streams at this place, like 1 or 2 more streams at this place when I get opportunities. Because that gets me more footage and everything. But just know that I might be a little bit quiet online during the move, just because it's going to be difficult to have internet access, and I'm going to be very, very busy moving and unpacking stuff, and it's very tiring for me again, because like I can't stand for too long, and I get very tired walking very quickly. My legs kind of give out on me a bit. So that stuff like that that's physically exhausting, like packing, unpacking, moving. That stuff's going to be really rough on me, so I'm going to be real exhausted, probably really quiet. So just know that if something goes bad, I'll tell you right away on Twitter. If I'm just quiet, things are probably just fine. Yeah, I think that's all I had to say. Let's go back to the classic style from a few years ago. If you watch this whole video, then somewhere in your comment, either say Chewbacca or work it into a sentence if you think of a fun way to do it. Just have Chewbacca in there somewhere so I know that you watched the entire video. There's a fun bragging right for you. And as always, I read all the comments, so I try my absolute best to respond to every comment that kind of, begs a response, like it's asking a question or something. I do miss questions sometimes just because I end up getting so flooded and so busy, but I really do try my best to respond to all of them. And occasionally YouTube forgets to send me an email about a comment. It's frustrating, but they're getting better about that, I think. So I think that's it. How long have I been going? 35 minutes almost. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for all the support, and it looks like things are looking up. So until next time, have a nice day.